Welcome to Yogaxpress, the mobile stretch clinic that takes yoga to the people. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. Yogaxpress is filmed in the studios of Manhattan Neighborhood Network. It is a daily yoga fitness program that airs Monday through Friday at 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern Time on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35. For viewers at home, we have a lot of support for you. Besides this program, we also have a content website, www.yogaexpress.com, and a blog, yogaexpress.blogspot.com, that helps you explore the scope of our discussions on air. You can go to the website for tips and techniques for a safer practice, and just come and feel free to join us anytime you would like to stretch with us. Just email me, banu.suresh@gmail.com. When you come on this program, we give you a lot of support besides the website and the blog, as I said, but we also have a postcard and a fridge magnet with the full 48 plus sequence. 48 plus is a very simple ailment-specific stretch sequence that targets every major muscle group, gland, and organ in the body in under 20 minutes. The idea in putting this sequence together is to help you recall the postures that when you go to a yoga school, for example, or when you go back home and you want to practice on your own, you suddenly cannot remember what the posture looks like. Sometimes you may remember the name, you don't know how to enter or exit the posture. This postcard has helped me, and it has helped quite a few of our participants. I'm hoping it'll help you recall the postures that you study in the classroom. More than that, this postcard is also intended as a reminder not only of the postures themselves, but as a reminder that we need to work all our muscle groups every day just to stay functional. So put this postcard in your bag. Don't let it fly out of your hands as it just did from mine. Put this postcard in your handbag. Stick this on your fridge. Do not give yourself or us any excuses not to stretch. We also have a book called Yoga Secrets, which has 10, I'm going to hold this up for the cameras. And Yoga Secrets has 10 ailment-specific cards inside, and it covers 8 common ailments ranging from arthritis, asthma, constipation, diabetes, hypertension, lumbago, piles, which is hemorrhoids, and sciatica. Now for the big moment again. We met a wonderful, wonderful participant yesterday, Aimee Lee Gottesman.
Yep.
I got it perfect this time,
Yes.
right? Aimee has just been with us in 2 episodes. I think she is already enjoying it so much that I think she's ready to be called a yoga addict. Aimee, I know you already practice yoga, right?
Yes.
How often do you practice?
I try to go at least once a week, hopefully more.
How long is the class?
Because about an hour and a half process.
An hour and a half. So when you go home, do you practice the stretches that you learn in
It
class?
depends on how I'm feeling after, because sometimes
Very tired.
sometimes it gives you more energy, and other times it just makes you feel more relaxed. And
I'm so glad you brought that up, because postures that open up your chest, back bends, any chest openers energize you. Postures that help you fold over actually relax you. So chest openers are very good to practice in the daytime. And especially, I'm assuming that that most people have 9-to-5 jobs or daytime jobs. Mm-hmm. But of course, if you work on night shifts, then the night is your daytime. So you want to practice chest openers, anything that'll, open up your chest will help you stay awake. So postures that fold over will help you sleep well. So this is something that's really useful to remember, especially when you want to recall and you're very tired one day and you think, okay, I'm not able to go to sleep. Try forward folds, forward bends. And for our viewers at home as well, some days you just don't want to get out of bed. So what you want to do is try and do chest openers. Open up your chest, do a lot of open upward stretches, and that'll help wake you up. It's very simple. Actually, when you look at the postcard, Aimee, just think about it. We can think of one everyday activity. In fact, I throw a challenge to our viewers. If you can think of one everyday activity that involves some of these stretches in any variation. For instance, number one, you stand up in the morning. You wake up in the morning and you stand up and yawn. You're already opening up your chest. Now you fold over. Now that's a little bit of a stretch, actually. I'm not able to find something. Maybe you're looking for a safety pin, something that's fallen on the floor. But you're not really going to fold over so nice and straight. You're going to bend down. You're buttoning a little boy's t-shirt, a little boy's shirt. You bend at the knee. You're trying to come down to his level to button his shirt. So think of an everyday activity for each one of these postures, and you will start to enjoy them a lot more. But primarily, this postcard is intended as a reminder to stretch every day. Okay, Aimee, today Aimee and I were talking just before we started this program, this episode today. We wanted to reintroduce the sun salutation to our viewers, and it's going to be the sun salutation with a twist, literally. Typically, the sun salutation is a complete stretch sequence. It stretches every major muscle group, gland, and organ in the body. Every major muscle except your obliques in the traditional sun salutation. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert a little bit of an oblique stretch into this posture, into this sequence. So let's stand up. We're going to stand up so the cameras will follow us, so we're okay. We keep our heels together, toes slightly apart, and what we'll do is maybe we'll stagger ourselves. So if you can come forward, Aimee, I'm going to go back just a little bit. Typically, when you do the sun salutation on your mat, you want to stand in the first 1/3 of your mat, just so you have enough room to get your legs out as far behind as possible. Heels together, toes are slightly apart. Take your shoulders nice and back. And when you open up your chest the way we are doing as soon as we begin this sequence, you're actually enhancing your lung power. Arms are by your side. Now let's first very gracefully bring our palms in front of our chest. Make sure your elbows are raised. That keeps you alert. Inhale, raise your arms all the way overhead. Exhale and fold from the hip, keeping your back nice and straight. When your arms are raised, it's called Hasta Uttana. Hasta Uttana, Hasta is hand, Uttana is raised, literally it's arms raised. When we came forward, this is Pada Hasta. Pada is foot, Hasta is hands, literally it's hands to feet. I'm going to come forward just a little bit actually to give myself some room. Now, I'm going to place my palms on the floor. Well, my whole palm doesn't get on the floor just yet. My fingertips are on the floor. We're going to take our left leg back. And then dip your hip and come up. Bring your chest out. Now, very gently, we're going to place our left knee on the floor. Uncurl the toes in your left foot. And then let's come back just a little bit. Here is where we insert a little extra twist into the sun salutation. We're going to inhale. Keep your right palm where it is on your right knee. Inhale, raise the left hand. Raise the left arm all the way. Exhale, dip the left elbow over the right knee. This is Parsva Kona Namaskara. Place your right palm over your left palm. Raise your right elbow up and look up at your right elbow. You should feel, Aimee, hold that posture. I want to show our viewers. Aimee would feel a wonderful one. That's beautiful. Very nice, Aimee. Aimee would feel a wonderful twist in her obliques. Do you feel that, Aimee?
Yes.
On both sides or just one side?
Mostly on the right side.
Mostly on the right side, because the right side is where she's getting that wonderful stretch, but she's also getting a beautiful twist on her left side. So she is actually massaging the organs in the left part of the midriff, on the inside of the midriff. So let me get back in there so I can get out of that. Let's inhale, come out of that posture. Very gently, as gracefully as you possibly can, we're going to place our palms on the floor, curl the toes in the left foot, bring your left foot forward. It's Padahasta again. Inhale, keep your palms together, keep your back nice and straight, and let's come up. Exhale and release. That's a very basic version of the sun salutation on one side. We're going to do the sun salutation on the other side with that extra twist. And then, if we have enough time, we're going to demonstrate a slight variation of the sun salutation by adding a couple of extra postures. But right now, we just want to make sure that we have a chance to show you how every major muscle group, including the obliques, can be stretched and worked out. So our heels are together again, toes are slightly apart, hands by your side. Inhale, take your arm. Now this time we're going to bring our palms again in front of our chest, very gracefully, elbows are up. Inhale, take your arms all the way overhead. Exhale and fold from the hip. Place the tips of your fingers or your whole palm. Aimee has a whole palm on the floor. My fingertips are on the floor. And then transfer the weight to the left leg and take the right leg back. As you take your right leg back, your toes are curled in. I'm going to take my fancy chain off of my neck before it gets in the way. And dip your hip. Very gently place the right knee on the floor, uncurl the toes on the right foot, and let's come back just a little bit. That's beautiful. Watch how Aimee has her hands one on top of the other. Now by doing that, her elbows are going up. That means she's going to stay nice and alert. You could always plunk your elbows down, but that way you're not going to enjoy it as much because you're not going to be fully alert. So you want to stay alert, keep your elbows nice and out, and dip your hip. So when you dip your hip the way we are doing, Aimee and I are trying to get as close to the floor as possible. We're also stretching our quads in the right leg. We are getting a beautiful stretch in the left knee as well. The left knee is bent, so there's a lot of knee movement right there. And our right thigh, the quadriceps in the right front of the right thigh are getting a beautiful, delicious stretch. Let's inhale and raise the right arm up. Exhale, dip the right elbow over the left knee. Place the left palm on top of the right palm and take your left elbow up. Careful. If you come out of a posture, get right back in. Keep exhaling. Whenever you do a twist, keep exhaling. That'll help you twist a little deeper each time. Let's inhale. Come out of that posture. Very gently, place our palms on the floor, curl your toes in the right foot. We're going to inhale and bring our right foot forward. Inhale, keep your palms together, back as nice and straight. Keep inhaling, take your arms all the way up. Exhale and release. Very gently. How does that feel? Feels good, right?
Feel very open.
Yeah, and we worked the whole body, and the only part of the body that was not being worked in sun salutation previously were the obliques. So now we've added that. Now we're going to take our viewers through the traditional sun salutation. Possibly, if we remember, we'll also include the new twist. So in the traditional sun salutation, you also have the plank posture. So you have a few extras there. Okay, let's try that. Heels together, toes are slightly apart. I'm going to wiggle forward just a little bit. Okay. Are we timed out yet? No, I think we have enough time. Okay, bring your palms in front of your chest. Inhale. Raise your arms all the way overhead. Exhale, fold from the hip. Inhale, take the left leg back. Inhale, take the right leg back. Keep your back, engage your low back muscles, and use your arm strength to hold you up. If you feel very strong, you might want to bend your elbow just a little bit. I don't always feel very strong in my arms, so I'm going to keep my elbow straight so I don't lose balance. Now, very gently, place your knees on the floor. Now, the next posture is actually a combination of two postures, actually. We're going to go from Ashtanga Namaskara to Bhujangasana. Ashtanga, Ashta Anga. Ashta is 8, Anga is limbs. And as we exhale, we are going to dip our torso to the floor and glide out into Bhujanga. So we're going to exhale and dip your torso. Glide out and uncurl your toes. And when you're in Cobra and Bhujangasana, Cobra position as we are right now, make sure your fingers are nicely splayed just below the shoulders, and you want to make sure your feet are nice and flat. Now when you come up in this posture in Cobra position, you want to make sure you engage your low back muscles to lift you off the floor. And the way to test that you are using your low back muscles, take your fingers or your hands off of the floor. So you know that as high as you can come is as strong as your back is when your hands are off of the floor. Place your fingers back on the floor. Your hands are back on the floor. You want to curl your toes in. We're going to inhale and lift our butt off the floor and come up in mountain posture. Mountain posture, as we know it in sun salutation, is also called downward dog. I believe it's referred to as downward dog. I have no idea why. I like the mountain reference anyway. Let's inhale and come up. Now, once you're in this position, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha. Mukha is face, Adho is half, and Shvana is dog. Asana is posture, so it's half down dog. You want to make sure that your heels are on the floor. If you feel you're not quite making that connection with the floor today, feel free to use a brick, a towel, a block, whatever it is, make the connection. Hold. Now, we're going to inhale, bring the right foot forward, and then bring the left foot forward. Hold your palms together, clasp your palms together, inhale, keep your back nice and straight. Come up, exhale, and release. Remember, we have to do the other side. In every posture, there is a counter posture. For every posture in yoga, every sequence in yoga, there is a counter sequence and a counter posture. Okay, let's try it with our right leg back this time. Palms in front of your chest. Inhale, take your arms all the way overhead. The sun salutation is a wonderful workout in itself. Exhale, fold from the hip. Now, how did we do that? We're going to take the right foot back this time. Keep your toes curled in, then take the left foot back. This is plank position, Dandasana. You want to make sure if you're very strong, if you're feeling very strong, feel free to bend your elbows. I'm going to keep my elbows straight. Keep your back nice and straight. Engage your low back muscles. Tighten your gluteals. Gluteals are your buttock muscles. Exhale. Place your knees on the floor. We're going to keep exhaling. It's a double exhale. We're going to keep exhaling and glide. We're going to dip our torso down and glide the torso up at the same time, one after the other actually, consecutively. Exhale and dip. Come out in Bhujangasana. Uncurl your toes. While we are in Cobra position, I'd like to point out why Ashtanga is called Ashtanga, 8-limb posture. Literally, it's toes, knees, that's toes are 2 limbs, Ashtanga, Anga 2 parts, and then you have your knees on the floor. You have a chest, which counts as 1, your hands, and your chin. So we're going to, right now, our chin is lifted because we are in Cobra position. We're going to inhale and push, press with your hands, curl your toes in, going to come up in mountain position. Inhale, come up. The third sun salutation that we do, we're going to try and build the oblique stretch into it. Inhale, bring your left foot forward. And then the right foot comes forward. Clasp your palms together, keep your back nice and straight. Let's come up. Hasta Uttana, exhale and release. Ooh, I already feel warmed up, right?
Yes.
We thought the studios were cold when we came in, but now I think we already have worked out quite a bit. We're feeling nice and energized. Sun salutation is great, especially in the morning time when at sunrise. But people, sometimes you also do the slower, the lighter version of sun salutation at sunset. But I think the one in the morning is actually more energizing, so it's really good to do it first thing in the morning when you wake up. So instead of just yawning, stretching and yawning, do the whole thing. Okay, let's see if we can try and build, we'll try and work the twist into the sun salutation this time. Let's see if we can remember the sequence. Okay. Heels are together, toes are slightly apart, palms in front of your chest. Now make sure you have your chest nice and open, your shoulders are back, and chin is up. Close your eyes first and just feel. We're going to go into a complete, including the oblique stretch, which we're going to try and complete the whole sun salutation sequence now on both sides. Close your eyes. Feel, is your body moving? Is it swaying to the right or to the left? When you keep your eyes closed, it's a great time to notice where your body leans. Does it lean to the right, to the left? Are you feeling centered? Inhale. Take your arms overhead. Exhale. Fold from the hip. Take your left leg back. And then take your right leg back. Now let's see how we can build the other posture. Very gently place your knees on the floor. Exhale, dip your torso and glide out into cobra. When you glide out, inhale, uncurl your toes and hold for just a second. Now curl your toes in. Let's come up in mountain posture, and then instead of bringing your foot forward, we're going to come into Ashwa Sanchala, which will give you the twist. Come up in mountain. Keep your heels down. You're going to bring the right foot forward. This time, place your left knee on the floor. Great, we have 5 minutes. Thanks, Susan. Uncurl the toe in your left foot, and let's come back just a little bit. Now, again, notice how Aimee has both her palms on her right knee. Your toes the toes in the left foot are uncurled. Right knee is nice and bent. Now this time, leave your right palm where it is. Inhale, raise the left arm up. Exhale, dip the left elbow over the right knee. Place the right palm over the left palm. Look up at your right elbow. This is Parsvakona Namaskara. Don't worry about the names of the postures. I'm just introducing them so they sound a little familiar, especially if you've been to yoga schools. Aimee, have you ever experienced Parsvakona Namaskara in your school?
Yes, a few
Okay.
classes.
Do they have a different name for it? Probably, right?
Sure.
Well, different schools have different names for the same posture. Sometimes it's different postures with the same name. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's inhale, come out of that. Place your palms on the floor, curl the toes in and the left foot, lift your knee off, bring your left knee forward. Place your palms together, inhale, come up, back is nice and straight, exhale and release. This is the third sun salutation that we're doing. We haven't forgotten, we have the other side to stretch, and we're going to do just that. And the third sun salutation actually is the complete sun salutation sequence plus an extra twist. So heels together, toes slightly apart, hands are by your side. Actually, no, hands are in front of your chest. That's right. Thank you, Aimee. I like the way she very gently reminded me, because she's doing this and she wasn't sure whether we should both be doing the same, but that's good, that's wonderful. That shows that Aimee is very alert. It also shows that I'm totally jet lagged, so we're going to keep our palms in front of our chest. Inhale, raise your arms all the way overhead. Exhale, fold from the hip, keep your back nice and straight. Place your palms on the floor or your fingers on the floor. Take the right foot back and then take the left foot back. Tighten your low back muscles. Engage your low back muscles. Bend your elbows if you're feeling strong. Very gently place your knees. Lower your torso to the ground as you exhale and inhale to come up. Uncurl your toes as you come up. Press the tops of your feet on the floor. We have about 2 minutes. Thank you, Susan. Now, this time what we're going to do is we're going to press with our palms on the floor. We're going to curl our toes in and come up in mountain position. Inhale, come up. Bring your right foot between your hands. And this time we're going to look up, Ashwa Sanchala. Place your left knee on the floor. Uncurl the toes in your left foot. And let's come back just a little bit. Now, did we do this side last time?
Yes, we did.
Okay, fine. All right, that's why it feels like this side is already stretched. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, bring our left foot forward. Or at least we picked it up in time. Place your right knee on the floor. We have just about a minute, which is great. And let's come back. Place your left palm on your left knee. Inhale, raise the right arm up. Exhale, dip your right elbow over your left knee. Place the left palm over the right palm and hold. Look up at your raised elbow. Let's inhale. Let's come out of that posture. Place our palms on the floor. Curl the toes in on your right foot. Bring the right foot forward. Lift your knee off the floor. Right foot comes forward. Place your palms together. Inhale. Keep your back nice and straight. Keep inhaling. Exhale and release. Oh, I think we're sweating. I am sweating. I can feel it.
It's more.
Wow. Yes. Feels great. So, Aimee, if you have any suggestions to improve the sun salutation, or our viewers as well, if you have any other variations you'd like to give us for the sun salutation, feel free. Contact us, www.yogaxpress.com. That's YOGAXPRESS.com. Thanks to Susan Finelli, our camera person, Drew Taylor, our facilitator, Jabari Osaze, our director, and, of course, Aimee Lee Gottesman. Thank you, Aimee, for being here. It's been wonderful to have you. I hope you'll be back with us tomorrow. Okay, we can relax.
Yeah, that was good.
It feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I do.
They have 3 versions, too.
Yeah.
There are 3 versions. There are lots. There are about, I don't know, I think known, unknown. People add their own little postures, but